inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Washington going to send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
On the jump.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he has a big gain So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson, off play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, you got to snap it. You got to snap it. Stand.
Throwing again is Watson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Now 2nd and 5. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still? Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the 1st quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2nd and 2. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 75. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, You make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 3 from the 9.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. Gravity Lions.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. Touchdown! Najee Harris His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Commanders nothing.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
19 Tiger.
Amari Cooper. A gain of 13 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Buffalo 18. Check, Panthers.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Check 50.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. 3rd and 8. From the 50, it's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now. Slot man moves right. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Alert! 54! Hey, 59! Hey, 59! Hey, 31!
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he's going to go down. a second back right around the 30.
TJ
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Barkley will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 2 now, second and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. But it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is third and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And his kick here is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Cut 19, cut 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And quickly they get to the line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
24 is down, he's coming. Out.
Faking the give, now Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watson looks to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now Watson, he's going to move him around.
31.
Watson on third down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his turn. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. To the air yet again, Watson. Taking a shot for Dell here. And that is caught. but he will come down out of bounds, says the sign judge. Incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And now Watson throws another interception. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
2nd down and inches. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Trap 60, trap 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Cowboy 80. $60 Bobcats. Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Steeler 1st down.
Cougar 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Panther 11. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Warriors 70. Dragon 60. Ready.
Looking to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Now back to throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know, oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Get set.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in 2nd down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Deshaun Watson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93.
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
79 Broncos. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Mustang 19. 18 Pioneer. Buffalo 18. Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? On play action, they'll throw. T.J. Watt, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Commanders' 33-yard line.
Come on.
Now a 2nd and 2. He's going to try and do this himself. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Pittsburgh, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.